him.
Mando and Grogu.
How was Xbox or D-Box or whatever it was?
Oh.
I enjoyed it. Brian did not. Brian gets motion sickness, which I found out afterwards.
Again. No.
Which I didn't know. If I had known that beforehand, I would have said to do it. If you just said something.
Brian!
I've never done it. I wanted to try
Brian,
it.
But if you get motion sickness...
We literally told you it bounces and moves you around.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me explain to you guys. In the car, I always drive because if I am sitting in the front passenger seat, I tend to get motion sickness. So I sit in the back seat where I drive.
So if Allison drives, you have to sit in the back, like driving Miss Daisy?
I always drive. I always drive.
You don't try to Miss Daisy or something?
No. Then,
honey, drive me to the store.
Anytime I played my PlayStation VR headset, I would have to take a Dramamine because that would make me nauseous. Because it is very nauseous and
So you can't?
inducing.
Are you able to play racing games?
No, only with the VR headset. But I can do that normally.
But like GTA, can you play the driving parts?
No problem.
Because you're driving.
But my couch isn't moving. You see? The D-Box, I had no problem when things were just like boom, 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 boom. But it was the scene when you're like in the
when they're running down the hill,
in the cockpit stuff,
and they're going down the hill and stuff.
Almost felt like it was floaty.
Yeah, because you're in space.
And it would do this, and I was like, oh, man. I got that little oh, geez.
You had to turn the intensity down.
I did. By the end, it was all the way low.
You could have turned it off, too, you know.
No, I didn't. I paid that much money. I will be sick.
That $10?
I am going to...
Not so sick that he didn't want to go to Dunkin' afterwards, but...
I had to get a coffee.
I mean, yeah.
To make my stomach feel better.
Because how that works.
I needed a coffee anyway. But anyway, D-Box, I wouldn't do it again. It was fun, but it was it's a lot of money. And it was...
It really wasn't. It was like $10. The same price of a movie pass would have been.
No.
If you bought it regularly.
If you just bought... No, it was basically half off what a regular ticket would have been.
It took 3 of my tickets, and I had to pay $10. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 3 tickets.
Because your tickets are usually $10.
I know.
I looked it up. Because I was like, I wonder how much it is. The one in we went to, I think
West
it was $34.
Yeah.
If you bought it straight up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. No way. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I tried it once. It was an experience. I just wouldn't do it again. Just not my bag. Just not my bag. It's expensive. That's why it took 3 of my tickets, and I paid $10.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a lot.
Oh, who makes these sandwiches?
In this economy? Come on.
Who makes these movies?
Who makes these D-Boxes? All right, let's get on to the...
We did buy a cup.
Yes, I did.
He's complaining about spending money, but he did buy himself a cup to add to his cup collection.
Yes. The cup was $5 or $7. That's fine.
Did you... I know we're talking about Mando Grogu, but did you see the...
We saw the AT-AT, and we weren't spending $80
I'm not talking about that either.
No.
Castle Grayskull and the Master Sword,
I'm
the Power
fighting
Sword.
everything in my being not to buy one.
I will say something about that movie.
The trailer looks way better than
the trailer.
The new trailer looks way better.
I was more impressed with that trailer than I have been with anything. And also because the previews that came out, granted, I know they're usually always good about whatever movie, but a lot of people were posting positive things.
Yeah.
So I'm slightly...
And people also saying, too, like, if you
interested.
were into Masters of the Universe when you were younger, you're going to be into this movie, basically.
Yeah.
It's it's not made for people who don't know what it is.
I mean, I don't think the movie's not tracking to do well, but I might be interested in seeing it.
I'll see it.
But, so I went with Kylie.
Okay.
We got the 3D, we went for the 3D one.
Ooh.
Which is pretty cool. But yeah.
I can't see that, so that's why I don't
I know you can't. That's what... Poor Marc, because of his eyes.
All those 3D movies we went to.
I never knew it. I never knew it until I went with Irene to see Night Before Christmas once. And she was like, wow, it's amazing how he's coming out of the screen. I'm like, what do you mean, coming out of the screen?
Well, it's 3D, Marc.
Well, it looked really clear. I thought that's what 3D was. I didn't know.
We have gone to 3D movies before.
I think Marc literally thought it was HD.
Yeah, I thought HD was what. I didn't know if it was like things come out of the screen at you.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
All right, we got to get
I mean,
on.
stuff comes out a little bit, but it's not like
No.
full on like reaching at you.
No.
Like I don't see that.
No.
Because I have no depth. I don't have depth perception on that.
I'm over 3D as well.
You're old.
Yeah. I used to be excited for
So I
3D.
sit in a chair.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Put my feet up.
The first thing you
Have a
complained
table?
about, Josh?
No table.
Guess what the first thing you complained about
Doesn't have a
was?
table. I
Yeah,
noticed
that's a
that.
table.
First thing was no table. Second thing, the chairs didn't go back far enough.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't go far back.
I was like, do you know, because you can't have a table then lie down and watch a movie. So Brian can't
I
take
need
it.
full reclining. Like, I got to be reclining like this.
So you can fall asleep.
And I have a
I don't-
table like this.
So you can fall asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know how people can watch a movie like that.
Brian does all the
I
time.
don't
did
know
it all
how.
I've actually
I
been in
can
the
put
movie
my
theater
feet
with
up.
Brian,
I can put my feet up
where he's literally
and I'm
fallen
fine.
asleep and snored
Yeah, I know.
during the movie.
Four.
Fantastic
Passed right
Four.
out. Passed right
Passed
out.
right out.
Whole
But, like,
second act. I don't even know what happened.
Because I saw somebody doing it, and I'm like,
Which he actually ended
But
up
just
liking
like
that
how?
movie, which was even more funny.
I haven't even watched it again.
And he said he actually liked that movie.
I
He still
barely-
fell asleep.
I barely even put my
I was
feet all the
covering
way
my
up.
Too late,
tracks.
'cause
By
it's
that
too
saying,
late.
I fell asleep.
Because it was too late at night.
Like, I barely put my feet all the way up. I don't know how, like, I also can't put my feet all the way up because I'm so tall that my feet do go out
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
walkway, but even still, I'm like, I can't. Like, no.
I like how we're talking about everything but the movie.
It was just nice to
Are
see
we
it.
getting
It was
into the movie at
well,
all?
yeah, but it was nice to see a guy movie. I will say that.
It was
More of a guy movie than the two
It
movies
was-
I've seen previously this year.
I
So,
was, well, yes.
For what
in that
Marc has seen
regard-
this year, then yes.
of the movies I've seen this year, this was the best one.
Well, you have gone to
Housemaid and Devil Wears Prada
part
2.
two. Yeah.
So this is the best movie I've seen in the theater so far this year.
Well, fair. That's fair. I agree. There
I'm
you
already
go.
putting it
This
out
is-
there.
this
I'm
is
putting it
the
out there
only
before we
movie
get
I've
into the
seen in
movie.
theater this year.
Yeah, so it's the best movie you've seen this year.
In the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Probably.
there you go. It wasn't a terrible movie. It was a good movie. It was fun.
It was fun, and entertaining. I
Yeah.
really had nothing much to say about it.
There's nothing
It
to write
was-
home about.
It was.
And I've said to Claire, she's like, you don't have to
ho-hum.
keep trying to like make up things to make it sound good. I'm like, no, it wasn't. It just was a good movie.
It
was fun.
It was. Here, I said it to Kylie, and
Could
she
have
agreed with
been.
me.
Could have been a TV
It
show.
could have been
Yes.
4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah.
But I liked that it was a movie.
I mean, the
Because
thing
it
of
was
it
just.
is
I was better
to make
than
that
season 3.
to make that
That's all
into a
I say.
TV show would have cost Disney way more, like in losses,
Right.
than if they were to make it into a movie.
Right.
Well, yeah.
That's basically what it boiled down to. It was
Right.
like, hey, that's a lot of CG that you want to do, and a lot of practical effects. That's a big price tag. Instead of making this a TV show for this season, why
Let's
don't we
give
put
it a
this out in
budget.
theaters where we can recoup some of our money back?
Right.
Because the amount of subscriptions we have in Disney Plus is definitely not going to do that.
No. Yeah, I mean, it was.
I mean, it
fun
only
to
made
watch in the
19
theater.
million yesterday by itself.
Yeah, I mean, it broke even, so it'll make.
They made
it'll make its money.
$81 million over the weekend.
Yeah,
The budget was what?
lower than Solo.
I think it was. But they told me what
Yeah.
was the budget? Did we
I don't know. It was not. It wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
It made lower than Solo, but it will make its money back because Solo had a bigger budget, and also Solo was filmed twice because they
Yeah.
stopped middle production
it
to
is-
redo it again.
As of right now,
For the whole weekend, it made $100 million.
Yeah.
as is right now, total box office is listed at 163 million.
That's
Yeah.
with Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with Monday.
Its
This is
budget,
domestic,
its
too, so.
budget was 165 million.
And then you have to add
Right, well, there's-
because
yeah.
of marketing. So it will
Yeah,
make its money back.
But it'll make its money back.
Yeah. I mean, overall,
Yeah,
I've
that's-
been
it's-
saying it's a
sorry.
movie like it wasn't for me really. I think it felt like for kids. Like I felt like a 12-year-old would freaking eat this movie up.
I had this.
For
I
me,
came
it was
to
just,
this. I came to
it
this
happened.
conclusion this morning,
It just happened.
knowing we were going to talk about this, and there's a conversation going on in our group chat, and I came to this conclusion during thinking about this group chat, what I was going to say in it, and decided not to talk about it because I didn't want to get involved. I think we've gotten to the age, boys and girls, and friends of the same age, that we need to realize these movies aren't being made for us anymore.
Well, this certainly wasn't.
This definitely was not made for us.
If
If I was a kid, I would have loved this movie.
yes, it was
If this was
definitely
my
geared
first Star Wars
toward
movie,
a younger audience.
I would have been all about it.
Yeah.
Those little creatures, And like I started thinking that as I was watching it, I kind of like just like took myself out of it. Like I'm just gonna enjoy this. I'm not gonna overanalyze it like I
No,
usually
there was
would
nothing
do.
to overanalyze.
I'm just gonna sit back and relax and enjoy. I laughed at the funny parts that were funny. I laughed at the things when he was banging him into the hole in the little mound he made.
That was a funny
It
moment.
was good stuff.
Yeah.
It was good, clean fun.
Yeah.
I think that's why I love these movies, because I watch them as the kid.
Yeah.
I don't watch them as the cynical person. Like, I just go to the movies to have fun.
It's also Star
And if
Wars.
no, but that's what I mean. Like, you had the references to the huts. Seeing that castle in a swamp, not in a desert,
Yeah.
was really cool.
Yeah.
Seeing the rebels and basically like how we used to set up the basement with
Yeah.
all of our little toys.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Making, we have this ship from this class and this
Yeah.
ship from this, all teaming up. Then also having Sigourney Weaver, of all people, being the leader and
Yeah.
going in at the end with the troops and just
And the best part was
fun.
the strike team,
with all the directors.
all the directors from last season
And
of Mando.
and Carson Teva,
Yeah.
that guy, every time I see him in a Star Wars thing now, just makes me happy.
Yeah.
Because I know how much of a nerd he is.
Yeah.
About it. So I'm like, oh, he got to do it again. He got to put the suit on. He's
Yeah.
I just have fun.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I really have nothing much to say about it. I will say my favorite was the first 15 minutes. I thought was really cool. And then I did like those two robots at the two guards.
Stop motion.
Yeah, look
They
cool.
were completely stop motion.
Yeah, I liked those. I liked how it was filmed because it looked stop motion.
If you want to see something really fun, watch on the guy that does the Easter eggs. Went through the whole movie.
Oh.
And all the little tidbits of like Star Wars lore that they put into this.
Yeah.
Like those are called Tibbet droids.
Yeah.
Because the guy who invented basically
Oh, the monster wrangler.
the dinosaur wrangler.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie reminded me a lot by the end. I was like, this is like playing Outlaws, the Star Wars game, which I loved. It was very much like that because you have the cards with people and you have to go after them. It's the same thing what they're doing with Mando.
Yeah.
And it just felt like side quests from Outlaws. And it was very much, by the end, I was just like, this is like watching a live action version of that video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just made me want to play Outlaws again, which is a great Star Wars game.
But it's great though because it like was like a nice little palette thingy because it's like okay, so now Mando and Grogu are still out there. They're now involved with the New Republic.
Yeah.
They're like one of their operative people. So when other shows come back, like Ahsoka, who's got season 2 going,
Yeah.
like there's a possibility Mando could show up in that and take care of Thrawn, and that'd be a part I'd like to see.
Well, there you go. I'm excited for
And-
that.
And
For
Luke's
you,
honestly-
I-
floating out there, and there's stuff going on.
Yeah.
So you could.
That was one thing I have to say I did like about it. It was Mando and Grogu. It was Mando and Grogu.
Yeah, it wasn't.
There was
connected
no- It
was
world.
better
Like
than
the
season
the
3.
rebel base part was fine because you
Yeah.
had to have somebody
Yeah.
sending them out for stuff.
Well, you got Zeb, who's connected to that,
With
and he's
Rebels.
connected to the Rebels stuff,
I
which
don't know any
goes
of
to
these
the.
people.
No,
But I didn't care.
that's-
I
no,
just wanted
but that's what I'm saying.
Mando and
But it
Grogu.
was
I didn't
Mando-
want
you didn't have any of
lady
the
with
ancillary people, so
saber.
you
Yeah, I
had
didn't
this
want any of
nice.
that.
Bo-Katan and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's what
I
I mean
don't
is
care about
it
any
was
of those people.
literally a Mando Grogu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a cause and effect. You had a step forward. It was a nice encapsulation of what
Yes.
the Mando Grogu stuff should be.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's what I wanted season 3 to be,
Right.
to be honest.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted, but all right.
Ratings?
Since Josh watched it, we're gonna let him give us his thoughts and rating because he did that for Happy Gilmore 2 last year.
He
So
did.
This is sort of like there.
Or Happy Gilmore too.
What did I say?
He said
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I said Happy
You-
Gilmore.
You sort of chewed on it, Brian.
You did sort of chew on it a little bit.
Maybe I was doing the impression of your Gemini.
My Gemini.
Happy
Happy
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Saeed? Yeah, Saeed. I don't know. All right. I'll go with Mark. Mark first. Give me
Oh,
your final
okay.
thoughts.
You went through all that, and then
I
you're
thought
like,
he-
go to
I know,
Mark
I thought it
first.
was going to me.
I thought you were going to Josh
Oh,
first.
okay. That's
That's why
fine.
you talked him it up.
Josh, give me your final thoughts and your rating for Mandalorian and Grogu.
It was fun. It expanded on Star Wars in that middle prequel area.
Looks like a floating head, doesn't he? It's weird.
Okay.
Sit up. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, break that up a
He
little
doesn't
bit.
want to be noticed anymore.
Well, it's also the chair's lower. But it was a lot. It was nice expansion added to the lore. You got to see the actual monsters that were in the game that was on the Star Wars Holo thing.
Yes.
So a lot of those things actually
That was amazing.
real.
That was my favorite part of the whole thing.
So that was cool. And you like the floor was the
Yes, the game board.
the game board. So I honestly I give it a 10 because it was just a lot of fun. It was
Yeah.
what I wanted out of a Star Wars expanded universe movie.
There you
And
go.
it tied back loosely, but not. It wasn't dependent on the other stuff. So that's why I say
Josh
10.
gives it a 10.
All right. Brian, what do you give it?
For me, it was fun, entertaining when I watched it. I could tell you that I don't remember much about it. It kind of just washed over me. I'm not saying it was bad.
Like I'm in the D box.
I'm not saying it was fantastic either. It was kind of middle of the road. I would give it a 6, but I'm going to give it a 7 because of the score. I really enjoyed the score. Ludwig.
Yes.
I'm not going to say his last name because I'm going to screw it up. But his score is always amazing.
the
And
techno song was amazing.
I think it elevated the whole
for
show
sure.
and
Yeah.
feel for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I give it a 7, I'm not saying that's middle of the road because for me, it was fun. I had fun watching it, but it was very forgettable because there was nothing major happening. But it was just fun to see Star Wars on the big screen.
Yeah.
So I give it a 7.
All right. I enjoyed the movie. I liked a lot of stormtroopers getting gacked left and right
Yes, very John Wick.
in a lot of
Mando.
fun ways, a lot of cool, interesting ways. I thought the
Just
story
that
was
opening
fun.
scene.
It was not like anything groundbreaking,
No.
but it was a good, clean, fun movie. Very Star Wars. Very just enjoyable.
If I had a 12-year-old and I saw it
Oh
was
my
12
gosh, this would be like the first thing.
it
Like,
would have been amazing. But I
Yeah.
don't have a 12-year-old.
yeah, exactly.
You do, Brian. In your heart.
In your heart, Brian.
In your heart, Brian. In your
But
heart.
there was a point in time I was just like, this is not made for me, really. This
Yeah.
is made for kids,
No,
which I'm
this is
fine
like,
with. So
Yeah,